And now we will turn to the latest in the New York civil trial that's been brought against Donald Trump. Witnesses have begun their testimony today in the defamation and battery case against the former president brought by E. Jean Carroll. She's a columnist who accuses Trump of raping her. She was the first person to take the witness stand in this case.
So Carroll claims that Trump assaulted her in a luxury department store dressing room nearly 3 decades ago and later defamed her after she came forward with the allegations. Trump has vehemently denied the rape even occurred and that he ever knew Carroll, at times calling her a nut job and mentally sick. He's also repeatedly said, "She's not my type."
All right, so those are some of the grounds for this suit. Let's bring in investigation reporter Aaron Katursky. You've been following this story from the beginning, Aaron. You were inside the courtroom today. Tell us about that.
E. Jean Carroll still on the stand, Terry, and she's been giving at times emotional and halting testimony about what she says happened to her sometime in the mid-1990s at the hands of former President Trump. This is before the presidency, before The Apprentice, when Donald Trump was known, at least to E. Jean Carroll, as just a real estate tycoon. She had seen him in the tabloids, first met him in 1987 and showed the jury a picture of that first meeting where E. Jean Carroll is standing with her then husband, John Johnson, a television anchorman at the time. And there's Donald Trump along with his wife at the time, Ivana. That was the first encounter. And then they had this chance encounter, she said, at Bergdorf Goodman, where she thinks it was a Thursday night, and she was leaving, he was entering, they recognized one another, and he started asking her for help selecting a gift. And at first she said it was very joshing, her term, playful almost, flirtatious. Then in a department store dressing room is where it took a much darker turn, and she described being assaulted by former President Trump, him banging the door shut, banging her head against the wall, physically restraining her, and then sexually assaulting her. And she said it left her unable to ever have a romantic relationship again.
So, Aaron, what more can we expect as the trial continues today?
I think she's going to, in all likelihood, finish her direct examination, and her cross-examination is likely to be fairly brutal. Already the defense has raised questions about the struggles that Carroll has had to pinpoint a time frame here. She said she has never been able to do it. You know, the when, she said. She's just not 100% sure when this alleged attack actually happened. And the defense, in opening statements, had already pounced on that, saying she can't tell you the date, the year, the season, the time, and he's going to try and question whether this ever occurred at all. Donald Trump denies that it did, and the defense says she's only out for money, for political reasons, and for status.
Well, bringing a case 30 years or so after an incident is obviously very difficult. She's having her day in court, however, and she also accuses, is suing Trump over defamation for those nasty comments he made about her when this story did come to life during the presidential campaign. But I wonder, Aaron, do you think that Trump will have his day in court? Is he going to testify?
I don't think so, Terry. And the defense has been a little wishy-washy, pressed by the judge to say one way or the other whether Trump would actually appear and testify in his own defense. His attorney, Joe Tacopina, said, "I can't say for certain right now." And the judge got a little annoyed and said, "Well, you better let me know by the end of this week." And the court week ends on Thursday. He said it's time to fish or cut bait. Otherwise, he said it's getting a little burdensome to prepare for all the security that would be required if Trump were to testify here. Said it's going to become a little unnecessary if he doesn't show up. So the defense is under some pressure to say. I'd be hard-pressed to think, though, that Trump is actually going to go show up here, Terry.
All right, he's got a lot of other things on his plate these days, running for president and several other cases as well. Aaron Katursky, thanks very much.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.